You are not a LinkedIn influencer. You are a LinkedIn menace. I am not a trust fund baby. I need money. I need money. Give me money. It is so hard, and I feel like a lot of people just like try to like write it off and be like, oh no, it's hard. It is hard. It is quite hard. I'm personally losing it at times. Like, I'm just like, god damn, like, this is ridiculous, truly, because your opportunity is gonna come though. I haven't had my full-time job like come up yet, but you gotta be hopeful. Like, really, this is like a marathon. You gotta keep running, because I've had people be like, oh, don't stop, don't give up. I'm not going to. That wasn't in the plan to give up. I'm going to get a full-time job. I don't know when, but I will get one. With benefits, with a good paying salary, somewhere that makes me feel valued as a person, somewhere that is nice, somewhere that is remote. Completely remote. Yeah, good benefits, good coworkers. I just need all that. I really do need all that. I'm just trying to be optimistic, and it's like, oh, it happens for a reason. It truly does, or like things come at the right time. Right, I'm gonna tell y'all my mirror story. Like, one time I was moving in at school and I was looking for a mirror, right? I was at Target, and they didn't have any more full-size mirrors because everybody and their mama got the full-size mirrors. And I was like, at first I was kind of pissed off. I was like, fuck, like, I want a full-size mirror. Like, why don't they have a full-size mirror? Like, I need one for my room, like, to put, you know, on the back of the door. And they didn't have any, so I was like upset at first. And then, you know, I went home, and then I was moving in. I didn't really look at like the whole room like that. And then I closed the door. Tell me why there's a mirror behind my door. Oh. See, everything happens for a reason. Like, everything really does happen for a reason, because if I got the mirror at Target, I would have been left with 2 mirrors, and I would have had to return that mirror, and I don't have a car, so it would have been a hassle for me to return that. So it was like, you know, like, at that moment it clicked. I was like, damn, everything happens for a reason. Like, wow. But there I could really see it, like, tangible, like, okay, yeah, everything happens for a reason. But in the job market, like, even though I can't see the reason right now, I'll eventually see the reason. Like, I've seen this, like, especially when it relates to like jobs. Like, remember this yesterday, I was out, I was in front of this building that I went for this interview with this nonprofit, and I didn't get it. But honestly, like, looking back, like, I was like, in that moment, it was like it was like 2 months ago that I went, and then I saw the building, and then after, I was just like reminiscing of, like, honestly, like, it was for the best, because the nonprofit had no black or brown people on staff. It was just like concerning, because I'm like, how are you a nonprofit that's working for like New York City and you have no black or brown people on the board working? And I don't want to hear no excuse, be like, because diversity efforts. And also, I remember when I asked them, like, on email, like, I would ask them questions. I'm like, what are your benefits? What are your DEI efforts? I would not get a response. Even in the in-face interview, I literally, like, I just did not want to ask the DEI question, because the vibe was weird. I was just like, So honestly, it was for the best. I'm like, thank God I did not get that job. And I would also, like, I was gonna be on salary, but the salary is like, nonprofits, I don't know why they be giving y'all pennies, low-key. Like, why are you giving me $55,000 in New York City? I am not a trust fund baby. I need money. I need money. Give me money. I need y'all to stop giving us pennies and be like, out of the kindness of your heart. And mind you, the director probably is making buckets of money. So it's just like, that's my gripe, especially with nonprofits. Like, give your associates more money, bro. Like, please. I find it absolutely ridiculous. Like, I've put in my LinkedIn, it's like, oh, I want to work for nonprofits, but honestly, like, sometimes, like, I'm just like, I don't care. No, I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's not my priority, because it's like I said, like, it's like the salary, and then also sometimes, like, just because you work in a nonprofit doesn't really like inherently make the place, like the workplace, a good place, in my opinion. Because oftentimes I feel like with nonprofits, like, you have the name of the nonprofit, but it's like, bro, like, sometimes some of y'all are horrible people. All tea, no shade. All tea, no shade. Or it's like, y'all use the nonprofit guys in order to like, it's like, oh, I'm still a good person. Baby, you could not answer my questions about DEI. I don't, I'm like, I think that's concerning, especially if your nonprofit is aimed towards benefiting underrepresented communities, and New York City is very much diverse. So that's just, but like I said, that was like one of the moments where I'm like, thank God I did not get that job, because it was for the best. Even if I can't see like why, like, you know, it's like I can't really see why, it's like I'm grateful, you know, because I'm being protected from something. I don't know, you know, it's like it's okay, like I didn't get certain jobs because it's like there's something better out there for me. Because I feel like sometimes people focus on things like salary, and it's like salary or positions, but it's like, what is best for you, right? Because yeah, it's like, oh, you could be manager making $100,000 a year, but it's like, is that in the industry that you would like? Or you get harassed at work every single day, or it's just like, you know, it doesn't really align with you or your beliefs. Like, I feel like you should really consider what you like and what you want for your life, and not think about what other people are gonna think. Like, yeah, definitely sometimes it's like, oh, this can be a resume booster, but it's like, do you even like the job? Do you even align with what you're doing? Would you even like what you're doing? And I think those are really important questions to ask yourself, especially in the job market. Because sometimes, like, you can be really, I'm honestly gonna say desperate. Like, sometimes you can be really desperate for a job, but I feel like it's really important to note, like, hey, don't sell yourself out. Please, like, don't sell yourself out. Please remember that, like, you are valuable. Like, you're a valuable person. Those stupid LinkedIn influencers were like, I'm sorry, sometimes the LinkedIn influencers piss me off, because they'll be spewing something that is fresh out of ChatGPT, and I'm like, this wasn't creative. This didn't give at all. This was stupid as hell. And and they'll be posting it like it's the most profound thing on LinkedIn, and I'm just like, you wasted approximately 30 seconds of my life that I will never get back. You are not a LinkedIn influencer. You are a LinkedIn menace. So, no, but sometimes I feel like it's like you get so desperate for a job that sometimes it's like you're willing to accept anything, but it's like, please remember your worth, and please remember the moral ground that you stand on, because please do not sell yourself out. Like, promise you. Like, there have been times where I've seen, like, blindly click apply, but then you read it and it's like, friends of the idea. I'm scared. I'm not applying to that, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sell myself out and my morals just for a job. That's the one thing. Like, that's the one thing. Or, like, I'm not gonna take, like, scraps. Like, because tell me why I saw this, like, data entry level job, like, near where I live, but it was, like, $21 an hour. I mean, yeah, you got benefits, but $21 an hour, that's basically $18 an hour. And I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, considering my background and everything, I'm just like, oh, hell no. And then my parents were like, oh my God, you should have taken the job. And I'm like, no, I would have been miserable. And it was from 8 to 5 p.m. Like, bruh, I'm getting paid $18 to wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning. No, like, especially, like I said, with my qualifications, my new PMP license, it's just like, no, child. Like, at that point, it's okay. But sometimes, like, if some of y'all, like, I know some of y'all may be in that position, and that's okay. Like, if you really do need to take a job, like, I'm just saying, but, like, don't compromise your morals. Don't compromise your morals, please. Don't sell yourself out, like, because then it's like, damn. Like, for me, that's concerning. Like, oh, you don't give a fuck. Like, because that's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna sell myself out morally for a job. Like, I may take lower salary if I'm really desperate for a job, but I will not sell my morals out like that. Like, that's crazy, my guy. That's crazy for me. Another thing I would say during the job search is be grateful. Really do be grateful, because there's a lot to be grateful for, I think, especially in this life. Like, I'm grateful that I get to wake up in my bed every day. I'm grateful that I get to live in the New York metropolitan area. I'm grateful that like I get to wake up. I'm grateful that I don't really have any major health concerns. Like there's a lot to be grateful for, and I think that really helps you like put things into perspective, especially when you feel like nothing is going right. Like for me, especially in the job search, there'd be moments where I'm just like, fuck, like guys, like nothing is going right, like I'm like an idiot here. But it's like there's a lot to be grateful for. So before I start screaming and ranting, bro, it's just like, let's take some time to really appreciate the things around us. I have fresh air. I don't have air pollution. Oh, I know. I don't really have noise pollution. Life is good. I can go out and buy crumbled cookies today. Like, you know, there's a lot to be grateful for, and I think that really helps you, especially when things are rough. So that's one thing during this job search. It's like, you know what? Life isn't so bad. Life isn't so bad.